I hope everybody's doing pretty good. This is number 2. We are excited to be here, and I don't know about these guys, but I'm excited.
I thought it was bags, not bag.
What?
It don't matter.
I thought it was bags, not bag.
It's
Oh yeah, you look at the title you gave it.
podcast. I've said that. I said that shit.
No, you said bag.
I said mixed bags. That's what I did. Don't you dare argue with me.
Yeah, Oreo shenanigans.
Perfect way to start a podcast.
The lag to the audio just makes it sound even better.
Right.
Okay. So let's go over here. Okay, so I think the first thing we should talk about is the new Mortal Kombat movie. Honestly, I think it's been. I honest to God thought it looked really, really good. Like really good.
I say from what little I've seen, it looks pretty good, honestly.
You can make every fucking trailer look good, but it depends on when the movie actually comes out. It's probably going to make a lot of sales, and it's probably going to have some people liking it. But I don't know. You can't beat the old 80s and 90s ones.
I think anything
Yes, you can. They're trash.
Right, shut your horn mouths up. Those movies are classic. Make fun of them, and we'll shove something up your bum.
The second one's goddamn.
They're so good.
Dude.
You can't tell me different. They're so good. I swear to God.
So
Have you not seen Sindel?
The guys that I have here today is this guy right here. If
See the lag.
Shit, this is my cousin Jacob. We got Hunter, the sexy motherfucker right here. We got this guy, Jacob Ogden, a lifetime friend and lifetime brother. Fucking love this dude. We got this guy, the host. Hi. I wanted to be included. We got Cameron that doesn't have his mic on or his camera on. We got Jacob.
Shut the
him for a long time too. So
This is my voice.
Just as much. Skylar, who's who isn't here right now. And then we have Will, the sexy beast. Oh God, I love the way this trailer feels. I really do. Honest to God, think it looks really good.
And watch it come out like crap.
I mean, it really could.
I mean, it could.
It wouldn't be the
but
first
I'm still
time.
gonna go fucking watch it.
I mean,
Everyone is.
if they try to pull like a Sonic the Hedgehog and actually be close to, and if not just as good as that movie is to itself, then they'll have a good movie right there.
Well,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
but
fact
I mean, like
is
people
that
are.
the movie's going to have fatalities from the games is going to be amazing.
Interesting.
Really?
Wait, so it is
what
going
they
to?
said?
Well, yeah, no, it has it in the trailer, in the Red Band trailer. It has fatalities.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it shows fatalities in the trailer.
Okay, then that shows how much I paid attention to the trailer.
Yeah.
Say anything about
I was
like
really
the
watching it.
rewatch? Like what is supposed to be happening in the movie?
So
I'm curious as to what the hell Hunter is doing right now.
he is.
What?
He's doing like
I've just been watching him do it this
stuff.
past 10 minutes.
we should try to scare him to mess up the painting.
I honestly, I'd say go give the trailer a watch. I'm going to give it a like, and I also watched a reaction from the guy who made it.
Who made it?
Like made the movie, the director.
Oh, okay.
The one guy that made it.
Well, there's many people, but I should say the director. I'm sorry. But no, honestly,
Who's cat?
he started crying
This is my cat.
like from
He
his
did?
reactions to the movie because people
Because he was
were
happy or?
loving it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
People are loving it because it stays really old, like really well known to Mortal Kombat fans. It's very fan serviced by all.
Wait, which one?
The Mortal Kombat trailer.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, they had like almost all the fan favorites there.
Yeah.
Now, I was just watching it. I noticed that I think I saw Reptile very briefly. I think he's there for like a very quick like montage scene.
Oh, cool. I haven't looked in depth too much. But
Sure know what they wanted to talk about.
yeah,
this part of the
I
podcast.
know some things about it, but I just
Yeah, there's these characters from acclaimed video games, Mortal Kombat. That's about all I know, right?
There's just these really cool guys.
The
One of them
entire
shoots
story,
ice. It's so
okay?
cool.
You son of a bitch. But
So what is the story?
honestly, in the movie, it looks like it's before Mortal Kombat 9 if you played the game, where it kind of introduces all the characters. But not only that, is it's before the tournament and before Scorpion becomes a remnant and gets his hell powers.
Okay.
You're gonna see him use his flame powers, but that is not the Scorpion we know. The angry, the I want to kill everybody Scorpion.
The
Because
undead
Sub-Zero's like that
scorpion.
right now, is what we've seen. So we also
Isn't
haven't seen
Sub-Zero's
Quan Chi.
the...
What?
Yeah, or do you think they're going to go into the backstory of how... At least I think that's how it is, but like Sub-Zero, how Sub-Zero dies, and then like his brother takes over as Sub-Zero. That happens in Armageddon, right?
Then
Yeah,
it becomes
his brother ends
Cybot.
up being Noob.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this Sub-Zero that died from Scorpion ends up becoming Noob Cybot.
That's
I know
really
that.
cool.
And then the second Sub-Zero dies, and then there's a third one that comes and grows old with Scorpion.
He better come.
But that
So many Sub-Zeros.
you get to see the old Scorpion before he even becomes a remnant or anything like that. So I'm really excited. I have no idea how they're gonna play it out.
Are you saying Revenant or Remnant?
I'm hearing remnant. I don't know.
It's Remnant.
Remnant.
It's Revenant.
Revenant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quit making fun of him.
Revenant.
Revenant.
All right.
He's just gonna.
Justin slurs his speech. Don't make fun of him.
So
Wait,
like,
just when does the movie come out?
I think it comes out
April
during the summer or
or
something.
May, but I'm not sure because I don't think they want to deal with Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, it's a bold move there to be like, oh, let's compete against big monster.
Well, it's about this movie was very low budget.
That's good.
And with a lot of kind of like C and B and maybe a little bit of A-listers in it.
See, I think that low budget movies, honestly, it's almost like when you see people do like spaghetti bridges in their science classes versus a real architect. The more money you have, the less thought you're going to put into making every part of it count.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, that's true.
with those spaghetti bridges, you get only so much. If you start breaking it or anything, that's your fault.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, there's a fine line between like a good budget and having too much money to actually put any thought into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how it happens. Like big industries, like they mess up with like the fans' like way of it, and then the fans make their own version of it, and the fans love the fan version better.
Or
Because the fans know what they wanna see.
Big success. Like Deadpool. Deadpool is a very low budget movie, but then again, the second one was probably just as good as the first, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So they've done their with like Deadpool in that studio, and now Marvel owns Deadpool. I think they're gonna go huge lengths, and it's going to be amazing. But there are some studios who just throw it out there. I mean, look at all the Spider-Men that they've had. Tobey Maguire, the first two Spider-Man movies were the best. You know, like they were
Oh, the third
amazing.
though.
Yeah, the third
And
was
then-
trash because they could just throw
The
it
third
out
one is
there.
what killed it.
See, I think that the third was okay for the most part, but then when he like got Venom and he was just walking down the street and stuff dancing,
See,
so-
that-
Stop.
That is
don't
that was not
compare it.
terrible.
Yeah, but yeah,
Don't
what,
insult
3
that
hours
cinematic
of it?
masterpiece.
That was a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah, like you shut your goddamn mouth.
Let Toby live his best life,
and
damn it.
Andrew Garfield's movies. I like the first Spider-Man movie, but I didn't like the second one.
I didn't like the
I
vibe
didn't
in
like
my head.
either of them.
And then
Neither
I
of
love
them.
Tom Holland, so
Yeah,
I
I-
thought his Spider-Man is really good. But it's hard because you're setting in a universe that already has huge and big things that have already happened.
Yeah.
So
One thing. So
Well,
with-
Spider-Man has already happened too. He was just basically like a local hero, and Tony just hired him
yeah,
throughout the war.
no, one thing that I
Because
think,
everyone knows who he is. Anyways, I'm sorry.
yeah, I think that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man did really well for Peter Parker side of things. I feel like he handled that whole awkward kind of goofy character
for the
that
first
Peter
two
Parker's.
movies, I would say.
Yeah, well, the third one, the Venom symbiote changes his personality, so it makes sense thematically and like plot wise. But then Andrew Garfield, he was way too cool as Peter Parker.
Yeah,
Like,
He's also kind of a douche.
yeah, exactly. Like Peter Parker, he's never really been. He's always been like the bookish nerd. Even when he gets his powers, he doesn't really try and stand out much. You have like that one fight with Flash in the Raimi trilogy, and that's really all he ever does in terms of like school popularity. Whereas Andrew Garfield, I feel like, he had his whole basketball thing against Flash where he was dunking on him and shit. He skateboarded. He just looks like a cool dude. Like he didn't really strike off as bookish or anything. Whereas his Spider-Man, his Spider-Man parts were really great. I didn't really like the fights too much. But and then Tom Holland, he kind of hits the middle ground there,
yeah.
which I think works. It works well. I don't think he's the best Peter Parker. I don't think he's the best Spider-Man, but he definitely is like different enough from the others and balanced enough compared to the source material that he does really.
This third
As
movie
I-
is going to be huge about it, though. In my
Yeah.
opinion, is because it's bigger. Have you seen Far From Home yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any spoilers? I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell them anyways.
It's been out for
Shut up! How do I mute you? How do I mute you? No, go ahead.
The bad guy tells everybody who Spider-Man is, Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, and we're gonna see. Apparently, there's a major death in the plot line. They're gearing up to see the Hobgoblin and the Green Goblin. We're gonna see Osborne Industries. I'm pretty sure that's one of my bets. And then in the next Ant-Man movie, we're gonna be seeing Ant-Man and the Fantastic Four. So.
I'm guessing that's going to be another like reboot of Fantastic Four, and
Yes.
not
Of course.
necessarily.
They,
From that
I don't know
last
why,
one.
but nobody can get the Fantastic Four right.
Cam, you are super quiet. Hold on.
I think that the first Fantastic Four movies did all right with the characterizations. Like they felt like good characters.
For the
It's just that the
time-
movies themselves
for
were
the
kind of
time,
cheesy.
it was like perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
but
See, I think the very first Fantastic Four movie, the one with Chris Evans as Human Torch. Yeah, that one was good. I will say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the other ones were kind of got really too cheesy.
yeah, I think. Man, I'm a
I
Doctor
think I
Doom
love them
stan.
all.
Yeah, I like their Doctor Doom a lot better than the New War one.
and you know what I think Marvel should do is put him the next big bad guy for the world.
Oh my god, I would love it. Okay, let me tell you about Doctor Doom. Let me tell
Sort
you
of.
about Doctor Doom. Okay, only man he's second to is MF Doom. But this man, born to like gypsy family, who was being pushed out by a baron in their home in the country that they were living in. Okay, his mom made a deal with the devil for his favor. He ended up, learning magic and sciences because he's an aptitude genius, and goes through and founds his country and all that. I want to say it's not Latvia. It's I'm gonna look it up real quick because I always fuck it up.
It starts with an L. I'm pretty sure.
Latveria is what I was thinking of. So, he founds Latveria. He's a great leader to his people. And every year, he goes and fights Mephisto for his mother's soul. Okay? He's one of the best, after Thanos, where he was almost painted in a sympathetic savior kind of light, at least in his own mad delusions.
Yeah.
Honestly, with Doctor Doom, they have so much more to work with in regards to him being a sympathetic villain.
Yeah.
And if they just make it anything regarding, tied into multiverse, if Mephisto ends up coming up there, make it so that Doctor Doom is doing something to get the hand over him to save his mother.
Yeah.
There's so much to work with there. He's a great villain. Obviously, he ties into the Fantastic Four, and I feel like you would honestly add a little bit of that Iron Man idea, and you could have Doom bots and all that, so that you could honestly have a couple different little fights with him.
And then again, you can also do that with Norman Osborn.
Yeah, but I feel like Norman
Yeah, but they
Osborn's a
want to
bit of a
introduce
simpler
more
character.
characters.
Well, yeah, that's why you do the Dark Avengers.
Yeah.
Who
no.
Norman Osborn leads.
The problem about the Dark Avengers is that I don't think enough people know about them to have enough.
Nobody knew about
Wait.
the Guardians of the Galaxy.
True.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But
but still, you have to do the Dark Avengers fucking perfectly, or else you fuck it up.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look at what they did with the fucking, what is it, the Atlantean people or whatever the fuck. Can't even remember their names. The Moon people.
Wakanda.
Wait, moon people. What?
Yeah, for
You went from the ocean to the moon. What?
I can't remember what they call themselves.
The Watchers?
No, the Watchers are completely different.
Yeah,
They're like,
they only tease the Watchers. They haven't really introduced them. That's
I
it.
can't remember.
Well, that's enough of an introduction, though.
True.
yeah, I mean, it's not like the Watchers are they're there, but they're never like a center character aside from a couple stories.
Yeah, they're never. Yeah, exactly. They're never really
Have you
gonna
guys
actually
seen
be
any
there.
WandaVision yet?
I have not,
No.
sadly.
It's a good watch.
Yes,
It's a
not
good
the
watch.
newest episode, but yes.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God.
The newest episode, but it is really, really good. So.
I've been meaning to check it out. I just have to go upstairs to where we have the Disney Plus login since we don't know the passwords.
I didn't catch what was the thing we're talking about.
WandaVision.
First question. Oh, I have not watched that. I've been trying to kind of avoid it, but there's some channels I have on my YouTube that they are breaking down the episodes, and so I was like, I kind of
Don't
I've seen bits and
watch it.
pieces of it.
No, don't watch that shit. You need to watch the source material. There's
Honestly,
just so much
it is
better
a
to watch
great
it go
watch.
through.
I mean, like
It's
seeing
so
it as in
much better to
like,
watch it go
the
through rather than
thumbnails.
someone
Right.
telling you what happens.
oh yeah, no,
So what is it even about? Like, based on the trailer, like I've seen, I have no idea.
Okay, so Wanda, she goes crazy, right? This is the coolest fucking part. She turns herself into a bad guy. And then
Jacob, shut the fuck
that's
up.
all
You're
of what I
kinda
could
spoiling
say.
it.
Yeah.
You're fucking spoiling
That's not even spoiled! They literally let you know within the first 2 episodes. 2 episodes, you know. And people still didn't think it was right.
So,
Yeah,
even from the
WandaVision
trailers,
is
she kind of
just
made out that way too.
After Infinity War. It's about what happens with Wanda after Infinity War. That's all you need to know.
So like after she loses vision, basically,
Yes.
or everyone, I guess, at that point.
It is
Yeah, just a bit.
and it is
Yeah.
amazing. It's a great watch. I truly
short,
recommend it.
Simplest explanations. She creates a little sitcom world to hide from her grief.
Oh, okay.
And everybody, fuck, I want to talk about it so bad, dude. But I
Yeah, shut up.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I want to ask, what do you guys? Are you guys? So I'm doing a lot with YouTube, and me, obviously, me and Jacob are doing this together, but I was wondering if any of you are starting up a channel one of these days.
I
don't
actually
have a fucking
do have
computer.
currently. I actually currently have a channel. I just don't upload as much as what I want to. You've actually seen it. I linked a couple of my Beat Saber videos and stuff like that.
Link your channel.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
oh, hang on.
Free plug, shameless
Right.
plug.
Right. Give me a second. Gotta find it.
put it in the podcast
This-
so I can put it in chat.
Yeah, no,
Gotcha.
I've had a YouTube channel for a while. I've uploaded once and then deleted it because it was crappy from when I was like 12. But yeah, no, I do this stuff more for fun. I feel like when you go into YouTube, you kind of just have to actually put effort into it.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing: we're just kind of doing it as like a little hobby. I don't want it to be like something huge. I mean, everybody kind of wants it always.
Yeah,
pop
you
off,
do.
But
I say not to tread too much on being a YouTuber. It's just one of those. The more and more I've seen is as far as the drama side and like the higher up side of YouTube, they're not doing the best for small creators.
No.
Even if you want to be a full-time creator, it's just it's nothing.
You have to have at least 5,000 or 5 million subscribers to get like anything, any sponsor.
Yeah, any sort of recognition.
Well, if you get at I think 4,000 subscribers and I think 2,000 watch hours, something like that, you'll start getting revenue at least. But it's only like a couple of cents per video, so it's nothing like crazy.
And that's if people watch the ads on your videos too.
Yeah.
I obviously want it to blow up and stuff like that, but at the same time, I'm just doing this all as a hobby. I love doing this with my friends, and I want to keep doing this with my friends. Even I love the job that I have, and I love the things that I'm doing, but more importantly, I love doing this with you guys, and I love the game and the kind of
Oh my
stuff we do at the same time. And I just hope that like we can keep doing it. You know, like until like I'm fucking 40 fucking years old and I have like a dog with me and I could just be like, this is my dog and he's just gonna entertain you for the next hour.
This will be a drunk podcast. Let's have a fun night.
But honestly, it's just a hobby right now, and I love the way we're doing it, and Jacob's amazing on doing editing and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Go and watch the honor video he did, which is amazing. It's fucking sweet. And it's greatly edited in so many different ways. I am out of Coke. That sucks. Not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Bye-bye.
But yeah.
Hashtag wish we were.
So how Justin was mentioning, like, oh, he wishes it would pop off. Like you would want it to happen.
Yeah.
But like it's so hard to create unique enough content to like stand out enough to do it. Like, so even what we're doing, like just standard gaming stuff, gaming sessions with friends and stuff, it doesn't necessarily stand out a lot. Like if people look at the thumbnail, so they're like, oh yeah, that's just a gaming video, but like they won't click on it to necessarily see like, oh, these people are having fun with each other, having fun interactions, whatnot. But never know.
My thing
people
is
might
I'm not gonna do a targeted audience. I'm not gonna do it. Like even if I get like a little bigger, I don't give a shit about revenue. I really don't. I do this because I think it's fun, and I love doing it. So I'm gonna keep doing it, even if I'm keep it at like 200 subscribers for the rest of my fucking life. I don't care. I hope Twitch kind of blows up though, because that would be fun.
Yeah, just keep playing stuff.
Yeah,
And
let's
maybe
have people
Let's try to stream on YouTube because there's a lot of big streamers going to YouTube too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Another
probably
thing
gonna
you
be.
need to remember is that you can't really create out of there content anymore. There's so many damn creators nowadays. There's no such thing as creating the type of content that no one else has done.
Yeah, there's no
Because
new
if it has been
content.
done, then there's already a source that people are already trying to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, and I
It's
think
your
Twitch helps-
personality that they want to get you for. It's
Yeah,
the people that you're hanging out with, the games that you're playing.
And I think that's one of the structures that Twitch really does well because, you know, it's live streaming. So if say you're looking for a particular video game and none of the big streamers are on because, you know, time zones, their schedules, what have you, you know, that whole scheduling part of it is actually part of the idea behind it, and it can help you be successful. If you're the only guy streaming at 3 a.m,
That's true.
you know, you have more of that available audience. And that can help kind of
Very
segue to
true.
being more popular and building. Whereas with YouTube,
What Justin needs to try is just turning his live stream on and then falling asleep on his couch and just see how it is, you know?
See, that has floored me that some people are actually getting paid to just nap and do other stuff.
So what they do is like
You have to be sexy, dude.
sleeping, but anytime someone donates, it like blares something out. Like when they
Yeah.
donate,
Yeah.
just a
One
video.
way
The goal is
getting
just
kicked out of
to
the comment
prevent them
section.
from sleeping.
Oh, what the?
Oh, Justin, I'm gonna go to shimmy over to the fridge.
You're muted, Justin. Oh, no, you're not.
And went. I'm running away to drink.
Run for it! Run for the fridge!
Okay, this is gonna be my favorite subject because I've been wanting to do this. All right, does
Closest
everybody
third
at least
dimension.
have $5?
Yes.
Cam?
Don't fucking make me donate now.
I say don't
Not
make me do it
necessarily
either.
donate.
Dude,
You'll see.
if this is the way we're going to try and get Twitch donos, I don't think we can do this anymore, Justin.
No, not that. Okay, Justin, explain.
I want you to bet who's gonna win against
Win what?
Godzilla versus Kong.
Which one of their names is listed first?
Godzilla.
Alright, is there a third option?
And
The audience.
and you do $5 for whoever wins. But if both of them like it ends in a tie and they work together or some shit in the movie,
That'd be hilarious.
we'll have to donate. Everybody who has $5 will have to donate to another small streamer. Which you guys would just give me the money and I can do it.
I missed it all.
I was gonna say we're pretty small as it is. What are you talking about?
I know. I'm
Yeah, we donate
just
just to
to
you.
like another streamer that we all know. You know.
I don't know any streamers. I don't go on Twitch.
I say I'm like the only. I think I'm the
Stimpy.
only one that
Stimpy.
streams.
Stimpy.
What are we talking about now?
Donate to those two.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
Cam.
we need to freshen up everybody. Let's just hold on. Jacob, go ahead and tell Cam.
Okay, so
Yeah, what?
Justin is saying, if you have $5 available, Justin wants to place bets on who you think in Kong versus Godzilla is going to win. And under the circumstances that they both team up or something and no one technically wins, that the $5 will just get donated to a small streamer or something.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Alright, so who do you think is going to win, huh?
Okay, we're all gonna put this.
It's
No. Okay, we start with Cam. We're starting above right here.
all right. Who I think is what is gonna happen is everybody knows Mechagodzilla is already all but confirmed to be in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's probably knowing that Toho and fucking Warner Brothers won't want either one of their properties to lose, except for another villain from Godzilla. It would probably they're gonna team up against Mechagodzilla. It's probably what's gonna happen. So that's what I think is gonna happen.
Okay.
See, that's basically been my assumption.
Right.
My cousin, who do you think is gonna win?
I feel like it's gotta be a tie. They'll both just beat each other's ass and then just walk away like, alright, I feel better now.
Funky.
And then humankind will rebuild.
Good fight,
Yeah.
man. Let's go grab a drink.
Japan gets rebuilt again.
That was cool. I earned your respect.
Be like a prison
Are
yard
you
fight.
Hunter?
Fighting over territories, you know.
Justin, who's going to win, huh?
You're a wearable
Who
armor.
do you think we, yeah.
classes have the exact same stats.
Even
This includes things like health, speed,
What?
Hunter!
Oh, he's not.
No, I think it's pretty much the same as everybody else. Because again, they're not gonna want either one to win, so they're gonna put it against some other crap.
Yeah.
You know
So
what
this
would
doesn't
be
exactly
cool?
work for betting.
Other than that,
I think what would be cool is if they make Mechagodzilla like the fucking those old suits that they used to use back in the 70s and 80s.
Just like
Instead
the guy
of all
walking
that
around the
CGI, it's
Dude,
just
they've been
just a
doing
guy.
it since the
is that having
since the
fun with
90s.
of a dozen light machine gunners
Exactly,
You know,
bro.
you know
Just
the Shin
imagine.
Godzilla? That's a suit too.
because every gas
Mhm.
insertion spawns with a life insertion.
They were all
it's kinda
suits
CGI.
way back in.
Otherwise, every wave of gas
Yeah.
insertion would
Like
totally
the
hit the
2016
Yeah.
Shin Godzilla
The lab
Toa, or whatever the fuck.
Oh, that was a suit?
That's a suit.
That was a suit?
Yeah.
See that shit? That would be very convincing for a Mechagodzilla, now wouldn't it?
No.
Yeah.
It just they put CGI over it, so it doesn't really matter.
Exactly. Put
I
CGI
mean, it looks
over it, looks
rough,
clean as
bad.
fuck.
As per usual, we're going to answer questions.
Alright, Justin, who's going to win?
Well, we can't answer all of them.
I mean, I already
Most
said
frequently
it.
asked ones. And
I don't think he said it out loud on the stream though.
Say it, Justin.
I think
I know
Godzilla's
you're on
gonna
Team
win. I
Godzilla.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I
I
don't care
know.
who wins. It's gonna be Godzilla.
Is it possible that the development
See, I've never
Harry's gonna
actually
win. What if
watched.
Godzilla loses?
I've never watched any of the movies,
Bro,
but
if Godzilla loses, like flat out, I'll donate $20.
for a while?
That's all
Just
I
to
got.
endorse it.
You're just raising the stakes on yourself.
Yeah,
He really
I'm
is.
a fucking guy.
You know, you're like, you know what? I'll donate that $20 to a little streamer that I like to call myself. Okay.
Oh, you guys all want to give money to a small
Put it in your
streamer?
own
Here's
hand and
my
put it in your
hand.
pocket.
Give me some fucking money, fuckers.
In your bag, where's your key?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Okay, Will, who's gonna win?
Monkey.
just monkey.
I know what I'm about, son.
Will's going full on monkey, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go eat
Godzilla
shit.
doesn't have multiple guns.
Okay,
First movie,
let me pull this
2018
out.
style updates
Well,
be a much bigger mess. So either they released newer updates in
Justin, what are you
2018
doing?
or
What do you mean?
actual features.
Are you like unzipping your pants or something? What are you doing?
no, I'm
Yeah.
doing the fucking...
Sitting there playing with the zipper.
Sitting there like...
But
The flyer's up, the flyer's down. The flyer's up.
Okay, Skylar, who's your winner?
compared to Steve Jobs,
Skylar's still not here.
Good talk, good talk.
We all know who Skyler's gonna go
He's
for.
so informative all the time.
Thanks, Skylar.
is
Okay, I also wanted to ask you guys,
What are you streaming right now for, Gamer Dude?
Because I got nothing else to do right now besides talk.
So I also wanted to ask you guys, what has been YouTube in your life? Like, who has been the number one YouTuber that you've always watched, and who do you watch now compared to like how you used to watch YouTubers and stuff like that? And
I
we'll
watch
start-
smaller channels now.
Okay, hold on. I will go through
You
the
start.
people.
Oh, you said me? Okay,
Wait,
yeah. So,
sure.
anyways, I like to start.
We're gonna start with Jacob J over here with the live stream.
Okay,
dude.
I mean,
Oh, so now I'm at the top. Now I'm going first. Okay, I see how it is.
Sorry.
You get front row.
So what's kind of funny is there was a channel I used to, or I guess I kind of technically in a way do. His name was Proton John, or is Proton John, I should say. Now he's mainly doing Twitch streaming, but he also is part of another group channel called the Runaway Guys, which is actually two other YouTubers along with him in one big channel. And they actually just recently, crap, how many days was the 4th? About 3 weeks ago, celebrated their 10-year anniversary of their channel.
Wow.
And
Awesome.
they've been playing games like Mario Party, like pretty much all Nintendo games for the most part, but with some exceptions here and there. But that's one channel I've been watching for a while. And then what's another channel? Mine is Tech Tips. Gotta get my Tech Tips in. I actually was watching the stream of him building all four new workstations for his editing crew today. That was actually like a couple weeks ago as well. No, 3 days ago. Sometime this recently. Can't think of anything else off the top of my head right now. Something else.
How have they influenced your life?
How are they? I mean, just this week I was actually watching them because it was just one of those. They're a nice channel. Like, granted, I'll still watch them even when I'm not feeling like crap, but they're a nice channel to just kind of listen and laugh to while you're not feeling well. So this last week I've been listening to their some of their old Mario Party videos, as well as some of their newer stuff like Fortune Street.
Okay, now you can go camp.
So fucking who I continue to watch probably like Soviet Womble. Is one I watch.
Yep.
Almost all.
He's starting to get
Whatever he fucking uploads.
Right.
Fucking yeah. But I when I watch him stream, it's just I don't know. It's not the same as his when he uploads to YouTube.
Yeah, because he finds the funniest parts.
Yeah, and there's just so few and far between with them sometimes. That
Is it me
if you
or
want to
is
watch them stream, or you have to go to Cyanide, because Cyanide's a fucking comedy gold.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Is it me or is it like their voices seem to like change like they sound different in their YouTube videos than they do in like the live streams.
Well, I think it's also because they make each other laugh and like emotions are kind of changing their voice as they're playing games that you get to see in the clips of them on YouTube.
Yeah, it's also probably their audio. Another one that I've discovered rediscovered actually was 2 years ago. Zoran the Bear. He did 40K content for like mods and games and shit like that. And he does another show called Text to Speech with Alpha Busa. Basically, they take the shit out of the 40K universe and they just simplify it and make it a fuck ton more funnier.
That's Warhammer, by the way. Just a little context.
Okay, that's
Warhammer.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, Hunter. It's beautiful.
Greatest over-the-top fucking thing of all time. But, yeah, I rediscovered him, and turns out he's gonna start doing streaming full-time this month. He started doing it this month. Poor bastard moved to Texas last week.
Oh.
Yeah, he moved from Washington to Texas to be closer to family, I guess, but he's going to be streaming full-time now, and it's going to be fucking great, because he does make great, funny content because of how deep his voice is. He does VR chats, and they do reading of, like, light novels. Him and a bunch of friends, and it's pretty fucking funny.
That is then.
Yeah, you probably know. He does it with Remy too. Remy from Down Under.
Oh, Remy too. Yep.
Yeah.
Good old Remy.
Alright, that's pretty much it for me.
Alright, next one down the line is who's Jacob?
The first time that's ever been referenced.
Out there with your fingers.
What are you talking about?
All we can see is fingers, dude.
No, that's his face. What do you mean?
Yeah, man, what the fuck happened to your face?
I've just been watching like ambiguous and fitting in and like tempting.
Oh my god.
Spaghetti making stream.
Just like just like the cool guys that are chill and stupid, I don't like the big YouTubers anymore.
Yeah, that's about the same with me.
You always watched Pewds.
Yeah, for like half my life, and then I ended up just not watching them anymore. What are you looking at?
Face, obviously.
Okay, we'll move on to the next person. Hunter, who do you watch?
At the moment, not really anybody, but I've been getting into like this dude called like the XP Gamer. He does a bunch of like Warhammer crap, and then Soviet.
Gold Soviet.
Yeah. And then like Achievement Hunter and like Van House Crew. They've been kind of dying, so I've been watching a lot less of them.
I don't know if I want to talk about the controversy of Achievement Hunter, but that was definitely a shocker.
Another day.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
That'll like
Funhouse was just as much a mind blow.
But yeah, and then okay, we'll move on to the next person now. Jacob. What?
So, like, primarily what I watch when I'm on YouTube is it's just me going through recommendations and seeing if there's anything, because my subscriptions are so dry and few. Like, so I don't know, I don't really watch anything in particular. But, so, like, a couple months ago, Moist Critical, Penguin Z, whatever, he uploaded a video talking about this dude that was, making stupid sausage videos. Like, he'll go to KFC or something and turn the entire meal into a sausage, rate it at the end. I've been watching that as uploads, and they're so bad, but...
It just sounds
That
bad.
is so fucking random, I'm gonna be honest.
It is random. Exactly why it's
Alright, I'm back.
That is awesome, dude.
But like recently, he did a like tuna salad sandwich. When he was making it, he saved the tuna water and he froze it into ice cubes. And like one of the next episodes, made a martini
Oh.
out of it. Like, put it in
Oh,
there.
dude, I'm gonna throw up, man. What's wrong with you?
That is awesome, dude.
What's wrong
That's how
with
it
that?
tastes. That probably tastes so
Well,
I bet you
gross,
it
but I
gave a
would
good
do it.
taste.
I would do it, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I'd fucking try it. I would.
Salty, fishy.
The channel's called Ordinary Sausage. If you want to watch that at all, just him making sausages out of disgusting shit.
And then I'll try it on stream.
Oh,
If you tried it on
gosh.
stream, oh my gosh, no.
Oh, I don't even
Invite me over.
See, like making them, the process isn't all that bad. But when you make ice cubes out of tuna water, then ugh.
Yeah, that just I'm not a big fan of fish to begin with, so that would just make me throw up.
How about you, Bill?
Will, what have you been watching?
I don't watch too much YouTube right now, or at least I watch it when I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
So I watch a lot of this league YouTuber Zwag, ZWAG. He's pretty good. He primarily plays like either the new build of the week, depending on the patch changes, or he'll do funny things, just weird setups. Like recently, I watched one where he took a support character who, in short, their whole gimmick is that they bind themselves to another enemy or another ally and become untargetable, and then they like heal them or they boost up their stats a bit. So it's almost like a 1v2 with an advantage. And he took that character into a solo lane and built her like full crit auto attack damage.
Wow.
So they're just fun little things like that. Or a lot of the time I watch like Nile Red. It's a chemistry YouTuber, or Nighthawk in Light, who's like, he's not quite one of those backyard scientists. He's more of just like a hobbyist engineer. He doesn't really like put on any bravado that a lot like, every one of those like science channels, it seems like they're pandering to kids and sitting there talking about this is the function that this uses. And he does a lot of those weird concepts. He built like a railgun in his garage. He does like wood gas, where he uses a wood gasifier and builds it up, or he'll do like a bunch of just fun little things like that. And then recently found one called Roanoke Gaming. I guess he's been big for a bit, but he does this segment where he'll like break down horror movie monsters, and like it's usually based on like the biology of them. So he talked about like the movie Splinter. If any of you guys have seen it, you might remember a hand that had like black spindly splinters out of it. He did an analysis on like how that fungus would live and move, and what would be like its normal situation, how to beat something like that, how does it function. And it's
What was
just
the channel
really
called?
Roanoke Gaming.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm a subscriber to him. I love his content, dude. He does SCP stuff now too.
Yeah, which I really like all that kind of stuff. Like one of my biggest interests is Eldritch Horror. Let me tell you, if Cthulhu or Elder Gods existed, I'd be right on top of that shit.
Hunter.
Yeah, didn't he do an episode about
Great.
them?
I think so.
It was him or someone else. I can't remember. But yeah, I've seen him. He's a really good content creator.
Okay, you hear that, Jacob? How my burp started and then ended within a second? Fucking work on it.
That is how
You're
it
just
should
jealous.
end.
You're just jealous.
I am jealous.
Alright.
Okay, Skylar, how about you?
Alright,
Oh,
check
yeah.
out that.
Tyler.
Very informative.
He only watches those weird third world YouTube countries where they build they'll build like they'll build a whole pool or an underground house, and then additionally he watches Brazilian feet videos. That's
I'll
it.
talk for him. He's been watching a lot of Call Me Kevin and shit like that. A lot of the sim life shit,
Hey, Call Me Kevin's pretty good. I used to watch him with my
he's
ex, and he's
decent.
pretty funny.
He's decent, yeah.
Yeah, definitely kind of a one-note character, which I feel like a lot of those guys end up becoming pretty fast, just given the way that the fandom works. So they always want those same recurring jokes and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
It's just like a mood thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jacob, are your fingers fucking hurting?
No.
No.
Oh my
Face.
I
god.
got a lot of practice to be able to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So here's Here's a good YouTube channel that I know. It's if you're really into really chilling stories, look up bedtime stories.
Oh, no.
Oh, you know the Adam Sandler movie?
No. It's an actual. It discuss. Basically, it's they talk about real real stories, and they that are basically if like the hold on, Yellow Pass
Is that
incident,
like the dude that's
Mad
always on my
Gasser.
For You page?
I don't know.
He's like always telling little short stories, or he's telling really long stories about. Like real life stories that happen, but
I don't know. There's because he's been doing it for like a long while, but his content they did a second channel called Wartime Stories, and those are pretty good too. That started up 4 months ago. I really enjoy listening to them because he talks about the Mandela effect, the real evil within, and all stuff like that, and he has some really good illustrations go behind it as well. It's just stuff like that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, sounds cool. All right, Justin, you're looking pretty bored on your phone and stuff. What do you want to
I've
talk
been
about?
kind of looking at like the YouTubers that I've been watching recently, and a lot of it is I've been watching a lot of Jacksepticeye, and the reason why is because I feel like he's so humble when it comes down to things.
He really is.
Yeah, and I like the way he makes people feel and stuff like that. Like I kind of look up to that and how he makes people so happy. And
Shoot.
but then again, I like watching Misfits. Not a lot of them upload that though.
Yeah,
that is really hard.
If you want a really good humble YouTuber, look up JFJ. He is a great fucking content creator. He donates. His goals are to save enough to buy a house, take care of his cat, and after that, once he can live comfortably, he's gonna turn off all his donations because he loves streaming.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He's just one of those content creators for me. Is like, yeah, that's who I want to be. I want to be like him because he tells you how it is. He says he loves you no matter what, but if you're a pedophile, you can go and hang yourself.
As is the way.
Yep.
As is the way. And he's one of those great fucking guys that, he'll accept you for wherever you are, except for a pedophile, and then if it's not his business, he'll leave it like that. But he's a really fucking good YouTuber that will tell you how it is, and he loves his community. So he's one of those cool guys. Just give him a look up if you haven't.
I thought of another channel that I enjoy if we want to hold for a moment. Who else needs to talk?
Nobody.
Skyler.
Yeah, Skyler.
Skyler.
There's this other channel that I watched a bit. Their content's pretty interesting. They're called Modern Rogue, and
I've seen that.
They go over. Yeah, they go over a bunch of interesting stuff. They're actually one of the channels I used to watch a bit to learn about like cigars and proper posh alcoholism, where you learn like the proper cocktail names, all that, and instead of just getting drunk on Pabst, you learn how to make a nice cocktail and actually put some effort into your vices. They have a lot of interesting stuff, backyard building crossbow kind of things, and they're just there's just a couple of guys with a really good dynamic, I think. One of them is a fire eater and like general like magic performer kind of guy. Brushwood. And I can't remember.
Brushwood.
He was a fire eater. I can't remember if Jason had anything that he did. I think he's an author, and he probably has a couple other things that I can't quite remember off the top of my head. But yeah, they're a really good channel. Definitely a lot of like interesting, informative stuff, and they had fuck. What's his name?
Fuck?
No,
Jesus Christ.
Macaulay Culkin came onto their show once.
Recommendations.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love
that's-
that. I love that Macaulay Culkin changed his full legal name to Macaulay Culkin.
Another mouthful. Literal mouthful.
Yeah,
Dude, writing that out must be a bitch.
dude. If I had a name like that, I'd just buy a stamp. Like a stamp and a macro, get all I need, you know?
That's not a bad idea, actually. Holy shit.
All right, Justin, what now?
I'm thinking we discuss why this podcast is Grabo, but I think that's supposed to say Garbo, but somebody doesn't know how to type. Multiple somebodies.
This podcast is Grabo.
This podcast is Grabo,
Grabo.
whatever that
The
means.
Grabo Mix Bag podcast.
I want to do the Minecraft update. Are you guys excited for that at all? Or?
No.
Not at all.
I
Wow.
try to stay up to date on Minecraft. I play versions in the past because mods.
Yeah.
I feel you on that one, because one mod that I love to death that sadly I don't think is really being developed anymore is Clay Soldiers, and that's like one of the most random out there mods to play with, but it's just one of those, it's like playing with Clay Soldiers in your backyard. You make little arenas for them and just let them duke it out.
I've seen those. I really want to mess with those.
Like, could you set up like or something? Or I'm going
If Minecraft was easier to mod, I would totally just make my own version of it, but it's just so much work to try and mod Minecraft. I'm just like, no, screw it.
So Cam, you like the idea?
The mod that I was super excited about, at least when I was a kid, was the fucking Solar Apocalypse mod. I used to watch so many people play that damn mod.
I actually never heard of that mod. That's an
Now
interesting
it's
one.
dead. It's like you get 3 days to fucking get everything you need, and then you have to go into a cave and you have to live the rest of your life underground.
So it's basically like 7 days to die just in Minecraft form. That's awesome.
Oh, and then
No,
like,
you like can't even go outside. You're fucked. If you
Oh, okay, then it's not like 7 days to die.
and then
Yeah,
after
no.
3 days, the moon falls, and you have to say Princess Zolder.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
I'm
Super accurate.
kinda excited for Deep Caves
I say I am too, honestly.
and like the big ass mountains they're going to have and stuff like that. I feel like it's gonna be cool.
I want in vanilla, I want 3x3 tree trunks. Because one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft is build a tree house. And I like when I can put a ladder up the center of the trunk with a trapdoor. That's one of my favorite. Like whenever there's
tree.
As I say, I don't see them ever making trees bigger than 2x2 because that's part of the creativity is making your trees to be the way you want to.
See, but I don't like having to build a trunk. I don't think it's IC2, but it's another. There's another mod that has these massive like rubber trees, and they would be there'd be 3x3 trunks and like massive amounts of wood along the top. You know, like a proper like big ass redwood looking thing. And just being able to like find one of those and build a house into it. Honestly, I feel like that works with the creativity a bit better than building your own, because if you build your own, it's all by your own account, whereas you kind of have to be creative if you already have the structure there and you have to work around it. At least, partially.
This is true.
But, yeah. Oh, no, I think Minecraft is slightly dying, at least in the public eye. Like, it still obviously has a very strong fan base, but I don't think it's ever going to be quite as big as it ever was. I think it's on a slow decline.
It kind of explodes at least like once a year. If you ever look at daily players and the annual players, they always have that little explosion, like literally every year. Just 2020 or 2019, whichever year it was, fucking really blew it out of the park.
Yeah,
whenever I started playing it.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't doubt that they're going to stay around, but they're definitely going to... I think it's going to become slowly more and more niche unless there's no other game that ever fills its same spot, because Minecraft is revolutionary. It is one of the most pure sandbox games that I've ever seen, and they've definitely haven't moved it in the wrong place. But I mean, like, in terms of action RPGs, Diablo 2 is the GOAT. Don't fight me on this because I'll win. I'll bring nuts. Yeah, that game was made in 2001, and I have it downloaded on my computer right fucking now. It's such a good game. I was playing it the other day. and they just released a trailer for Diablo 2 Resurrected. They're doing a remaster.
I thought that was Diablo
You know
4.
what game I would prefer to play between those two? Between pretty much any game. Like, if I had the
What?
choice to choose a game before I fucking die and play only that game, it would be Warband.
I don't even know
That
what
game's
that is.
fucking sick. Exactly. Because it's just a little game. But, like, I don't know. There's just a lot of shit you can do in it.
I'm okay.
It's a
Warband?
lot more fun.
I'm not a big fan.
Yeah,
of
Mountain
Warband.
Blade Warband.
Well, they have
Yeah.
another game out.
They do?
Yeah, Bannerlord, but I don't have a
Yeah.
computer.
Mm.
Hey,
Yeah,
Doug, where's your mic?
What? What?
Where's your mic?
Why?
Like, is it on the camera or something? Because you've been quiet like the last couple times you've said.
No. No.
Yeah.
Just gotta get to it. After all.
Just
Hi.
okay. There you go with that.
I'll hold it back here.
Oh, you don't have a stand. Oh, okay. I was like, don't you have this like stand?
Got like this little thing.
Okay, buds.
Odd.
Okay,
well-
we're losing one of them.
Yeah,
The big
I'm
game.
probably gonna head out.
All
We could
right.
end it. We could end it on a good note, I guess.
Hey, wait, no. Let's end it on a great note.
Yeah.
Let's talk about why we made algebra.
Shut
I thought you were gonna say
the
I hope
why
you
we
all
made
have a
out.
good
I'm like,
night
I
and
don't
love
know.
you all, and we will see you guys on another time, and we'll see you next Sunday.